Hello guys, good morning. You are welcome to my channel. You are welcome to Catfish Solution Place. Today is the 22nd of July 2023, and today, as you can be watching from your background, we are greatly supplying some fast-growing pure clearers seedlings to one of our clients at Abule Egba. So that's what we are trying to do today and this morning. And as you know, we do show you this background in order to do what? To encourage you guys as a farmer, to let you know you can do better, to let you know you can get quality seeds from us, and to let you know our concurrent activities on a daily basis. So on that, I'll be going into a very important topic, which I did a part 1 of this video earlier, and I'll be continuing with the part 1, which I titled Why Farmers Are Making Loss in Fish Farming presently in Nigeria. Because we have lot of challenges bothering us in the country, because most of the challenges I will be talking about today, because of my time, so I'll be going straight into the factors that are making a lot of fish farmers closing down at presently, making us running out of business. And once again, my name still remains Odutola Isa TM, your great uncle on this channel. And if you are a first timer watching this video, make sure that you click on the subscription button you see on below this video. And on this video, there's a subscription link as well. Make sure that you click the subscription list and subscribe to this channel. And for those of you that follows us on our other social media, make sure that you follow us on our Facebook and other social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on we have Facebook page and so on. So make sure that you follow us, like and share, invite people, and make sure that you contact us for any challenges you may be facing in fish farming. Make sure that you contact us for our mentorship scheme. Make sure that you get most of our products we have on successful hatchery process, and make sure that you get our ebooks that you can read and become a professional in any aspect of fish farming you are. So today I'll be continuing with this great topic, which I know many farmers are running out of business. And if you can take towards this topic, and if you can work towards it, I bet you will be successful in every areas. If you have been failing before, this is the high time for you to bounce back into the business. So before let me just go deep into the straightforward into the topics now. So I'll be talking about a factor which is critical and very important, but most people do not really give a listening ear to it. We normally play with it, and these are affecting a lot of farmer and are making a lot of farmer run out of business. This can ruin your business in a jiffy. This can ruin a multi-million farm at a short period. What am I talking about today? I'll be talking about what we call overfeeding. Overfeeding comes with underfeeding. Fish farming, you don't need to overfeed and you don't need to underfeed. If you overfeed, there's a problem. If you underfeed, there's a problem. But to me, I normally tell guys that it's better for you to underfeed than to overfeed. How do we overfeed, and how do we know we are overfeeding? So I'll be talking about this. How do you know that you overfed? You are overfeeding your fishes. A lot of people, when you ask them, how much feed do you give your fishes? Do you know the requirement or the percentage of feed that is required for your fishes at a particular given period? Most of them will say no. And by the time you ask them, how do you feed your fishes? A lot of people comes out there to tell me they feed. Sometimes some people tell me they feed 4 times a day, 5 times a day, even 3 times a day. And how do you feed? They will tell me immediately the fishes are coming at the base of the feed. They introduce the feed to them as they are feeding, they continually feed them as they are accepting the food. And if they are not accepting the food, they will have to throw some leftover on the pond so that they can conveniently come back and pick when they are hungry. So this is what we call overfeeding. Overfeeding in fish farming is when you fed your fishes and your fishes overfull, and by the end of the day they go down the pond, and they, as they are swimming down the pond, they started releasing some of the waste feed, and the base of the even the base of the pond is filled with waste feed. And forgetting for us that we feed do a script, we have a lot of feces on the base of the pond, which this increase the ammonia of the water. And as this increases the ammonia of the water, this automatically reduce what we call the dissolved oxygen of the water. And as the dissolved oxygen of the water reduces, this causes what we call congestion. And once your fishes are congested, they start dropping. That means their hormone system get lower. It gets lower, and as their hormone system get lower, the act of contacting or infected by any kind of diseases are prone to happen. And as this happen, automatically they start dying. And that is the essence of not overfeeding your fishes. And if you want to know how to overfeed, how to feed your fishes, the required percentage of feed that is due for your fishes at a daily basis for you to achieve a one-to-one. What I mean by one-to-one is that 1 kg of feed to achieve a 1 kilo of fish at a given period. Make sure that you get a copy of my book that I titled Feeding Chart. You can also get that in The Secret of Successful Catfish Farming, and also you can get that in a book I titled How to Raise My Lunch Successful. And again, underfeeding. If you don't feed your fish well, note that your feed will be stunted. And once your feed are stunted, this will do what? Your fishes will not grow, and automatically you can lose out to any kind of money you have expended. Maybe you are feeding your fishes well when they are 1 month to 2 months, and you refuse to feed them from 3 months to 4 months. I bet you all that money that you use for the 1 month to 2 months is totally wasted. And by the time you calculate that, you will run out of business. That means your input is higher than your output. So let me run over to another topic which I title pond preparation. A lot of farms get it wrong preparing their ponds. They don't know how to prepare their pond. Maybe it's a new pond on an old pond or a used pond. Let me just go into a used pond. If you used a pond, it is important for you to sterilize the pond very well before you use it for restocking. So if you are using an netting pond, that's why it is advisable for an netting pond user to demount. And based on that, sometimes you don't know the amount of fungal or bacterial infection that the sold fish has released into the soil or into the pond. So you need to disinfect and sterilize the pond very well. If you don't know how to disinfect your pond, you can get a copy of my book that I titled Catfish Hatchery and Price Management. There's a demonstration there on how to disinfect and how to use what to use to disinfect your pond. So you can also get a copy of that too. Because of my time, I'll be going to my number 3 factors, which I call financial planning. Fish farming and also any other business that you're involving in need what we call a strict financial planning. So you will need to plan well in order to gain well. That means if you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. So it is important for you to know the financial background of the capacity of your pond, the how much you are using in feeding, how much you are using for logistics, how much you are using as an overhead, how can you recoup your overhead on a timely basis. This is very, very important. So most people do not have a financial planning. That means we don't have what we call a feasibility study of the overview of our project. So I will advise you guys to do that. If you don't know how to do this, make sure that you contact us as a mentor. We have to prepare what we call a financial planning for you, and or we prepare what we call a business overview for you. This will allow you understand what you are doing in day one. And let me really rush to what we call good seed. You need a very good seed, a quality seed, and you can contact us for a very good seed, a quality seed. This will be sent to you anywhere you are in Nigeria. And again, the last but not the least is what we call poor water management. Water has series of management background. Make sure that you understand and get things right in water management. So on this point, I'll be saying a very big thank you to those of you that have subscribed to this channel, those of you that have been following me, and those of you that have been there for me. And if you have not subscribed, make sure that you do that now. And once again, my name still remains Odutola Isa Abiodun. Thank you and God bless you all.